Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, as we know, Manel Kape did get a victory last night, but fortunately, it's being overshadowed right now by poke. Now, this is the second time in a row that fight pretty much being ruined because of eye pokes. Now, this has just been a reoccurring matter of time before a fighter literally gets their eye poked out, or gets severely damaged because fighters just don't have the discipline. Literally just close their fist. We're gonna go ahead and react to this clip very, very quickly, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So as we see here, Manel Kape pushes off the fence, and his eyes go straight for some eyeballs, right? And here's a crazy combination: uh, eyeball punch, eyeball cross. That one's really. And follows up with punches. This is a crazy new base that we're seeing much every other fight in the UFC is these eye poke combination. So eye poke hook. Oh, and then we got the eye poke cross. Stabbing eye poke. That was really bad. Really bad. I don't know what the ref was looking at. I don't know if the ref was just dozing off or, looking at some hot girl in the stands, right? Not paying attention to the fight. These seem like pretty overt examples eye poke, and it's just crazy that they weren't called at literally at all. But I am gonna be advocate here because I do understand why some strikers kind of put their fingers out there, and it has a lot to do with striking. Some striking coaches encourage their fighters to have some control over their opponent, and they usually do that with literally extending their hands, trying to control their opponent some way because MMA fights are really chaotic. Have over your hair, like putting your hand on their guard must set you up for some pretty dominant, especially 50, which is just striking range. So yeah, I am gonna play devil advocates a little bit as to why some fights do it. Granted, this is MMA, and I think that they really shouldn't do that too much. I think that the UFC should definitely address this without a doubt. I don't know why they went back to use the old gloves since everybody already knew those gloves had issues because they just pretty much force a fighter to multiple fighters in the past pretty much confirm the fact that these gloves kind of extend your hands a little bit. So I think that the UFC should work with like people out there that have gloves in other organizations and don't have this issue as much. I think that right now is working with Fairtech. Fairtech gloves, I think they're pretty. Don't see I post with Fairtech gloves. I'm pretty sure there's other gloves out there, that have uh, um designs to their gloves, and I just think finally gloves that goddamn in the past they need to leave the past. It's only a matter of time before big fight in the UFC, bigger than Cejudo versus Song Yadong, bigger than Manel Kape fighting this guy. I hope that we don't see oh, Oreo versus Islam Makasha. Oh, have that fight end. I poke. Nobody wants to see that. It's super annoying. Fighter just loses a fight because their opponent crazy eye poke that we're seeing pretty often in the UFC now. Might be the fighter, it might be the gloves. Something needs to happen and happen now. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out and have a good one.